Good afternoon, my name is Amelia Perrin and I'm with the American Wild Horse Campaign. The last time I spoke to this board, I was 12 years old. Now I'm almost 24 and things are even worse for our wild horses. The BLM is in the middle of yet another slaughter scandal. I have poured through thousands of pages of records and documented hundreds of BLM branded animals at slaughter auctions, so I'm here to address the Adoption Incentive Program. AWHC's investigative report, which led to the New York Times story, is available publicly online to any member of this board. It provides clear evidence that the AIP is a subsidized slaughter pipeline and has resulted in severe abuse and neglect. I highly suggest you read it. Roughly 15 months after the AIP was implemented, rescue groups began seeing a dramatic increase in unhandled BLM horses and burros in kill pens. Our investigation shows clearly what's happening. People are adopting horses and burros through the AIP, sending them to pasture for a year, getting title and that second AIP payment, and then immediately sending the animal to slaughter auctions. Families are adopting the maximum number of animals each, then flipping them to a kill pen, netting upwards of $16,000 in taxpayer funds. AWHC and our partners have identified and rescued over 100 BLM animals at auctions since last fall. Of those, we've confirmed nearly 80 as AIP. We continue to confirm AIP horses in kill pens as we get Freedom of Information Act requests. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We've documented 130 more branded animals at kill pens whose status is currently unknown. Kill buyers also direct ship wild horses and particularly burros across the border without ever advertising them. So the true number of AIP animals sent across the border for slaughter is likely much larger than what we've uncovered. FOIA records also show that the AIP has led to neglect and abuse, including a horse suffering with a broken neck, a horse reportedly living in a dog pen, malnourished and starving horses, and horses covered in sores. It's obvious. The AIP is incentivizing those who lack the ability or the intent to care for wild, unhandled animals. I listened to the board's comments earlier and I'm saddened but not surprised that you are making excuses for this program. A few points in response. Compliance inspections are not adequate. The vast majority are done virtually. Auctions where AIP animals are sold clearly identify themselves as kill pens. Adopters are violating contracts signed under penalty of criminal prosecution prohibiting the sale of for slaughter. The BLM needs to prosecute, not punt its responsibility for these animals. 80% of Americans want wild horses protected from slaughter. Congress bans the cruel practice. The BLM's lack of meaningful response to the New York Times report, our findings, and to members of Congress has been totally inadequate and absolutely unacceptable. Use common sense. There is no world in which paying people $1,000 to adopt an untamed wild horse or burro is a good idea. End the AMP, investigate the entire program, criminally prosecute those who abuse it, and stop the influx of wild horses and burros into government holding pens by prioritizing fertility control over mass roundups and removals. Simply do better. Thank you.